welcome into Friday night under the lights in Lawrenceville, Georgia. We wouldn't want to be anywhere else, and I wouldn't want to be talking to anybody else. It's Braxton Meguiar, Grizzly Today, presented by Jet's Pizza on Sugarloaf Parkway. Brax, how we doing, bud?
Doing great, man. How about yourself?
We got the white jerseys out, and yours is absolutely filthy. Does that mean we played hard today as we jump into the highlights?
That means we played hard.
That's a dirt ball mentality right there. There's something to that, right?
Always.
We'll get to it in just a minute, but today's a little different element. 3 games happened at the Grizzly Baseball Complex, and we're the last one of the day. Then we had about a 50-minute delay. What is it like down there in the dugout, or maybe outside the dugout, I should say, where you guys are waiting to play a little baseball?
Right, just never getting too comfortable, just staying ready, staying loose. We'll go to the weight room, stretch around, just kind of stay active while we can, watch the baseball while we can. That's a good way to see who's coming to play. So it's nice to be able to deal with a little bit of break in between. It doesn't really bother us that much, so it's nice to get going. And
the Grizzlies definitely got going in the first frame. They spotted 11 runs on the scoreboard en route to a lopsided offensive affair. This team this season, we've talked about it all year long, averages more than 11.5 runs per contest. Talk to me about the dynamic of this offense. When you average 11 runs per contest, it's just not 1 or 2 players that are hot. It is 1 through 9, everyone producing.
Just being consistent day in and day out, that's always our goal, man. 1 through 9, trying to find a way on base, create pressure, score runs, barrels, bases, and bunts are a huge part of our offense. So, just doing the short game, that takes care of the big game, and putting pressure on people wins ball games. So.
And one of the biggest barrels in GGC baseball history, and we'll get to a lot of Grizzly baseball history during this interview, is Henry Daniels' home run over the scoreboard, over the lights, over the sidewalk. We think, unofficially, it's the farthest home run we've ever seen here in this ballpark. What was your vantage point?
I can tell you personally, I've been here 3 years now, and I've seen some balls get hit very far. Some guys like Chase Evans, Livingston Morris. I've seen some guys put some balls on those hills. And I think that's by far the farthest one, height and distance-wise, I think I've seen. So.
Yeah, we've seen Griffin Keller and Ty Abbott park balls on top of those bushes up there on top of the hill, but this one even scaled that. So a big-time home run for him. And then somebody else, a little second baseman, about 5'8", he got a hold of one too, a grand slam home run. Were you trying to pop one out of here? Were you feeling Paul and feeling Henry and just feeling the flow?
No, I just put a good swing on it, having to get my barrel on it, just reacted for once instead of trying to actually hit a home run. So when you don't try, that's when it happens. So it was great to see it go out.
When you hit the grand slam home run, you shot around the bases, that's got to feel good. That's feel great. But you still had more at-bats coming. Did anything else register in your head?
I had no idea, if I'm going to be honest. I had a ball, I hit the second base, kind of booted it, and it was an error for that single. And
nothing else rings a bell.
Idea. No, sir.
So after 2 weeks ago, one of your teammates, Bryce Lesher, hits for the cycle, just the second time in program history. You add your name to that list, too.
Yes, sir.
Now, the third cycle in program history has your name next to it. What's that mean to you?
That means a lot, man. Just putting on this uniform day in and day out. It's been a lot of great players do it before me, and I'm just trying to create a legacy here and carry on a legacy that was created before I got here. So it's a true honor to put on this uniform every day, and I'm very thankful for it.
Well, if that is an honor, how about this, my friend? You have tied the school record with 8 RBIs in a ball game. Your former teammate Livingston Morris used to carry that record.
Hey,
what does that mean when your name's next to his?
Big Livy. I don't know if you guys have watched us play, but that's a big
like Robin Big,
man.
That's
right. Man, it's just awesome to be up there with him. He's a absolute legend here at GGC, and just day in and day out, he's here practicing with us, getting better, and it's always great to see him around the ballpark. So.
And then one last historical note, the 34 runs put up by the Grizzlies today is a new school record. Most runs put up in a ball game. The Grizzlies did that last year, 32 runs versus Voorhees. What's it like in the dugout? I mean, is it just cool, calm, relaxed? Because 9 of the Grizzlies' 13 base hits at one point today were extra base hits. I mean, you guys hit the ball really hard today.
Man, we just try and stick to our approach. We really worked hard this week in practice of staying back in our backside and staying in our legs because we knew we'd see some off-speed pitches and some slower pitching than we normally see. So it was just great to see guys make those adjustments today and hit balls hard.
Big day for the Grizzlies. We will continue another big day tomorrow, day 2 of the CSC Showdown. Grizzlies get things going at 2 p.m. Braxton, man, for tonight we celebrate. Give me some shout-outs, bro.
First off, got to thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, for giving me the ability to play this game every day. I'd like to shout out my family back home in Kentucky. I know you guys are watching. I love you, miss you.
Big fans.
Shout out to the ranch. You got Nico Saul, Gage Williams, and my beautiful girlfriend, Lindsay. Love you guys. Pleasure hanging out every day. And I got to shout out Red, dude. He got to hit there in that last inning, and it was great to see. He's been here for a while, so shout out to him for sure.
Sounds good. Braxton, appreciate you joining us, my man.
Always an honor.
That'll do it for us. We'll be right back here tomorrow on the Grizzly Digital Network for day 2 of the CSC Showdown.